Greetings, citizens of the world. Obama has had an extremely difficult time relinquishing the power he was held as President of the Untied States, as he's spent every waking moment in recent months obsessing on ways to take out President Trump with his resistance movement. Now, in the catastrophic wake of Hurricane Harvey, Obama is doing something sickening to the victims in a desperate attempt to put the spotlight on himself, and try to take over as President of the United States. To adequately paint the picture of Obama's disgusting antics, let's take a quick rewind back in history. In August of last year, while Obama was in office, prolonged rainfall resulted in catastrophic flooding across the state of Louisiana that submerged thousands of houses and business, leaving 40,000 Louisiana residents completely homeless. Louisiana's Governor John Bel Edwards called the disaster a historic, unprecedented flooding event, declaring a state of emergency for the floods that tragically took the lives of 13 people. The good, hard-working people of Louisiana waited and waited to hear their president extend his condolences and pay their suffering community a visit. But Obama was nowhere to be found. The plight of suffering Louisianans was the last thing on Obama's list of priorities, as he continued to whack golf balls and vacation at his exclusive posh resort. Why is Obama ignoring us? Headlines everywhere read. Local newspapers even called him out, publicly shaming the Obama into interrupting his vacation to do his damn job. He should pack his bags now, and pay a call on communities who need to know that in a national catastrophe, they are not alone, the newspaper's editors wrote in Baton Rouge. It's past time for the president to pay personal visit, showing his solidarity with suffering Americans, they added. The president's presence is already late to this crisis, but it's better late than never. Louisiana needs a comforter-in-chief, someone who can mobilize national attention on the plight of suffering people, another news site wrote. If he can find time to raise money for Hillary Clinton on vacation, he can sure as heck make time for flood victims in the Deep South. F you, Obama. Local woman Heather Briggs blasted out in a live Facebook video as floodwaters surrounded her house. He comes down here and says this isn't a photo op, yet he brings news crews, a podium, and does a damn speech. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't like you. You were so heartbroken at the loss of life of 13 people that you continued your vacation, you continued your fancy meals and your golf game and your walks on the shore, and whatever else you did with your wife. Fast forward to Hurricane Harvey, and now Obama is suddenly eager to show up on the scene, anxious to pretend he gives a crap about Americans. True to form of never letting a good tragedy go to waste, Obama took to social media behaving as though he was the commander-in-chief, thanking people for their efforts during the hurricane. Thank you to all the first responders and people helping each other out. That's what we do as Americans, he tweeted. Funny how Obama suddenly cares about the plight of suffering Americans. The people of Baton Rouge would have liked to have had the same attention while 40,000 of them swam around the flooded streets of Louisiana waiting on emergency services. But Obama had no political use for them at that point in time, as his term as president back in August of last year was nearing an end. As Obama stages his political comeback this fall, he's now using these Texas victims as disgusting political pawns, not only as a way to steal the spotlight off of Trump, but this is a desperate attempt to make Trump look bad. This is further evidence of his shadow government in full play, as liberals are joining Obama in his pursuit to paint Trump as a callous leader who doesn't care about Hurricane Harvey victims. Trump's bowled over by Harvey's size and scale, not its impact on the victims, one liberal headline read. Trump's rhetoric has retained its usual bombastic tone, expressing fascination with the hurricane's size and singularity, rather than empathy for its victims. It's absolutely sick how Obama is trying to hijack this tragedy to make himself relevant again. The people of Texas definitely aren't buying Obama's BS this time around.